need. You will.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie deaths you knew were coming.
You and I have unfinished business.
Baby, you ain't kidding.
Don't you do that. Don't you say your goodbyes.
You're gonna get yours, Betty! You hear me? You're gonna get yours!
Oh, like I've never heard that before!
For this list, we'll be looking at the most predictable demises on film. Movies based on real people like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid won't be considered. And since we're talking about people obviously walking to their graves, a spoiler warning is in effect. Which movie death did you not see coming? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Bill. Kill Bill Volume 2. Well, nobody can say that Quentin Tarantino's movie doesn't deliver exactly what's promised by its title.
And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
During the 4-hour, 2-part epic called Kill Bill, the bride seeks and achieves revenge against most of the deadly Viper assassin squad, the group that nearly took her life on her wedding day. Since their leader Bill ordered the hit, his fate is sealed right from the story's start. But that doesn't make the journey any less entertaining. While the outcome is predictable, the actual encounter between Bride and Bill is more discourse-heavy than you might expect. The final fatal fight is quick and to the point. Number 9. Benny Gabor, The Mummy.
You're with me on this one, right?
Oh, your strength gives me strength. Wait for me!
If your first major contribution to a film has you leaving the hero for dead, then the bad karma you earned will ruin your plans for the future. A small-time thief who cares only about number 1, Benny Gabor's allegiance is utterly dependent on which person seems the most powerful.
My prince.
Such a cowardly character would need to go through a lot of growth to stave off a grim fate. But Benny doesn't change at all during The Mummy. By the time the thief finds himself stuck in the tomb with a swarm of scarab beetles, he has more than earned his awaited comeuppance. Number 8. Jack Dawson, Titanic.
I'm the king of the world!
While we did say we're not considering movies based on real people, we didn't say that we were excluding films based on real events. Titanic centers around one of the biggest American disasters in history, so the fact that James Cameron's movie ends in tragedy should come as no surprise to anyone.
God Almighty.
However, it also features fictional elements and characters. Through its intro, Titanic establishes that Rose lived through the ordeal, but the movie's somber tone pretty much guarantees that Jack would not be surviving the extended flashback.
I figure life's a gift, and I don't intend on wasting it. You never know what hand you're gonna get dealt next.
Through great performances and direction, Titanic completely sells Jack and Rose's true love romance. It almost makes you forget that the Grim Reaper might as well be following the pair like a morbid third wheel. Although Jack predictably meets his end in icy water, our tears still flow.
I'll never let go. I promise.
Number 7. Iron Man, Avengers Endgame.
So I thought I'd probably better record a little greeting in the case of an untimely death on my part.
With rumors circulating that Robert Downey Jr. was done with the MCU, it only made sense to conclude the Infinity Saga with the death of Iron Man. Following the devastating conclusion of Infinity War, Avengers Endgame brought back many of Marvel's fallen heroes, but casualties were still needed to add gravitas to the film. While not the only heroic death in the movie, Tony Stark's passing was the one we anticipated the most. At least he brought the Infinity Saga to a satisfying conclusion. He gave his life to ensure that half of the universe was safe at the end while calling back to the MCU entry that started it all.
And I am Iron Man.
Number 6. Colonel Stars and Stripes, Kick-Ass 2.
Who the hell are you?
We're the good guys.
Oh no, you're the dead guys.
Even if someone has never read the Kick-Ass comics, they probably will not be too surprised when Colonel Stars and Stripes bites the dust.
This is the single greatest thing I've ever seen.
Welcome to Justice Forever.
Slipping in nicely into the Big Daddy role from the first movie, Sal Bertolini, aka Colonel Stars and Stripes, was a former mafia enforcer. He was eventually inspired by Kick-Ass to turn a new leaf. In turn, Bertolini also serves as something of a mentor to the young hero, but his dark past had marked him for a dark fate.
This is how you thought you'd die, Sal? Dressed like an idiot?
Bertolini is eventually outnumbered and beaten down by Chris D'Amico's villainous crew. Seeing the Colonel's demise makes D'Amico more menacing and propels the story forward as Kick-Ass 2 enters its final act.
Don't worry, I kill you first.
Justice.
Number 5. Mufasa, The Lion King. Disney has been known to off a parent or two and use that tragedy to inspire growth in their youthful main characters.
A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
Right from the start, The Lion King makes it crystal clear that this is Simba's story, and the only way for the title to come to fruition is through King Mufasa's death.
Long live the king.
Regardless of whether someone is familiar or not with Shakespeare's Hamlet, Mufasa's end is foreshadowed heavily through The Lion King's themes and imagery. Scar even sings a whole song to prepare everyone for the king's fall from a cliff.
And injustice deliciously square.
Number 4. Everyone. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Set before the events of A New Hope, Rogue One focuses on the universe-altering actions of a select few rebels who retrieve the Death Star's plans for the Alliance.
I've got a bad feeling about it.
Quiet.
What?
Every single one of them plays a crucial part in the defeat of the Empire. But since we haven't heard names like Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor in other Star Wars episodes, the writing was very much on the wall for them. Nearly everyone involved in Rogue One dies during the movie's final act, but they go out helping to ensure Princess Leia got the information that the Alliance needs.
What is it they've sent us?
Hope.
Number 3. Superman. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. While the predictability of the Man of Steel's passing requires some DC comic knowledge, the death of Superman is one of the most famous storylines of all time. Doomsday's main claim to fame is that the monster put Kal-El in the ground.
Born to destroy you. Your Doomsday.
The second that Lex Luthor gives birth to Doomsday in the film, Superman's future has to involve a coffin. It doesn't take long for Batman vs. Superman to replicate this iconic comic moment. Despite Dawn of Justice only being the second entry in the DC Extended Universe, Superman indeed expires. For a bit, the hero does get better in the future.
He's back.
Number 2. Han Solo. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Focusing solely on the story's context, Han Solo's demise in The Force Awakens was the correct narrative choice. Not only did it make for a critical moment in Kylo Ren's development, but it also served as a passing of the torch from the old guard to the sequel trilogy's new heroes. Outside of the movies, Harrison Ford's desire to see Han Solo go is well documented. If the actor got his way, the smuggler would have perished in Return of the Jedi. Han's appearance in The Force Awakens had one last ride written all over it from the start.
Thank you.
And due to the tragic passing of Carrie Fisher, Leia's end in The Rise of the Skywalker was also unavoidable. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Manuel Cheyenne Gutierrez, Once Upon a Time in the West, because the New World has no room for this bandit.
Hey, harmonica. When they do you in, pray it's somebody who knows where to shoot.
Dr. Frederick Chilton, The Silence of the Lambs, because incompetence, arrogance, and jealousy are a deadly combination.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Pike Bishop and his men, The Wild Bunch, because such a violent era can only end with more fatalities.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Logan/Wolverine. Logan.
You want to die. Charles told me.
What else did he tell you?
Do not let you.
As Hugh Jackman's run as Weapon X came to a close, Logan went out with one incredible movie. Set in 2029, Logan envisions a world where the likes of Wolverine are remnants of a bygone era. Poisoned by his adamantium and with his healing abilities severely weakened, Logan is slowly dying throughout the movie.
Something's happening to you, Logan. On the inside, you're sick. I can smell it.
Wolverine and Laura's trip across the country is about preserving the next generation of mutants, and Logan is simply not part of that future.
This is what it feels like.
Wolverine had a great run. On his last day, he went out as he lived, violently lashing out, a little angry, and slightly hopeful.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.